Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Healthy Moving Podcast, the show that empowers you to exercise less, but move more so you will feel better. I am your healthy moving enthusiast, Jen Hoffman from healthymoving.com. Today we're having a heart-to-heart on hard times. If you're in a season of life that feels especially difficult or challenging, plug in your earbuds. Head outside if you can. Let's go for a walk together. I know what it feels like to navigate choppy waters. While I love and am so grateful to be doing work that I'm passionate about, being self-employed and running your own business, it is hard. It's not only pushed me out of my comfort zone, it's forced me to set up camp in a land far, far away from my comfort zone. We're talking sleepless nights, many tears, and so much fear and worry. It's been so long since I was comfortable, I'm not sure I even remember what that feels like. In this hard place, I'm pretty vulnerable to one particular lie, and it's one that pops up everywhere. That lie is that there's a shortcut, a quick fix, some way out, fast. It's human nature to want out as quick as possible, right? But here's what I've come to realize. There isn't anyone that I respect and admire who hasn't navigated the hard times. Hard times are a waypoint on the journey. You can't get to where you want to go without passing through the town of hard times. There's no alternate route and no shortcut. Tony Robbins says, your biggest problem is that you think you shouldn't have them. We all have problems. They're part of life. Okay, so there's no quick fix and no shortcut. Does that mean we're just supposed to crawl into a hole and wait for the hard times to pass? Absolutely not. In fact, when we stop looking for the shortcut, the magical hack that's going to quickly solve all of our problems, we can start looking for the baby steps of progress. We can choose the one next step that moves us forward toward our highest goals and priorities. Let me tell you about myself about a decade ago. This is before I got pregnant with my oldest daughter. At the time, I was working more than full-time as a tax director in a Big Four public accounting firm. And as if that wasn't enough, my husband and I were also running a martial arts and yoga studio where I taught 6, sometimes 8 classes a week. I was no couch potato. But I wasn't healthy. I took Excedrin almost every day for headaches. I was exhausted all the time. I caught every bug that was going around, and I was super stressed out. I can remember one morning during that season of my life that just stands out as kind of a hallmark of where I was in that time. I had no time for breakfast, so I was just going to have a quick glass of orange juice. As I went to pick up the orange juice, I knocked the glass and orange juice flew all over the kitchen. It was on all the appliances that were on the counter. It was dripping down onto the floor, over the front of the cupboards. It even went into one of the silverware drawers. And I slid down to the floor and just sat there sobbing. I was a complete mess. I had no margin in my life for anything to go wrong. I was constantly on edge. After my oldest was born, I knew I needed to make some changes. I didn't want that person to be her mom. But instead of looking for some magical solution to transform my health overnight, as I had done so many times in the past, I just started taking baby steps every day. And slowly but surely, I got that transformation. And through 2 more pregnancies and this crazy roller coaster ride of growing a family and a business, I've maintained that transformation. And you know what muscles that process really helped me grow and strengthen more than anything else? My patience muscles, my perseverance muscles. I've got grit. And you know what, friend? You do too. Maybe you're in a hard season with your health, or maybe with money or work, or someone you love is hurting, or you have some challenging relationships right now. I know you want out. I know you want those hard times to end. I promise. I completely get that. But don't look for hope and encouragement in a shortcut. Instead, look for the baby steps, the simple things you can do right here, even in the midst of this hard season, that move you inch by inch toward that amazing, beautiful goal of yours. Your time here navigating these difficult waters, it's important. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You haven't done anything wrong or missed the boat. And you have what it takes to move forward, one simple step at a time. There will be hard times. There will be pain. There will be tears and sorrow. It's part of the story. We can't bypass that. But even in the hard times, especially in the hard times, we still have power. We still have choices. Take your small steps and trust that those will add up to something amazing. I believe it's part of my job to encourage you on not just your health and wellness journey, but just in general in your life. I know that taking care of yourself physically and mentally and emotionally can help you do whatever it is you have to do in your life. So I see myself as an encourager for you in that. But I don't want you ever to hear what I'm having to say as it's a quick fix. There's some shortcut. There isn't a shortcut, but we don't have to be discouraged by that. We can be empowered by the fact that even in the hard times, we can make progress. We just have to look for the one next step. That's what healthy moving is all about, taking those little steps that we know are going to add up. And when we learn it physically, when we transform ourselves physically through those baby steps, the awareness of how that change happens, it serves us so well in all the hard times that life brings. Because life, it does bring hard times. There's no way out, and I don't have a Band-Aid to put over that to make those get better for you. But I do know that if you're taking care of yourself physically, that will serve you in those hard times. And the lessons and awareness you grow in that process will serve you. I've told you before, I'll tell you again. I have a free class that I offer to really help give you some idea about the simple steps. It's not a magical solution that overhauls everything in your life overnight. Instead, it's a way forward. It's kind of lighting the path for you of how to take one next simple step in the direction of your highest goals and priorities. I talk about it in the context of exercise and movement, but you can apply this to anything in your life that you're wanting to change, any kind of personal transformation you're wanting to experience. You can get yourself registered for that free class at healthymoving.com/free class, or you can text no time, all one word, NOTIME, to 33444, and I'll send you the registration link. I would love to have you join me. I believe in you. I know you have what it takes to navigate whatever difficulties life is throwing your way. I know you're going to build your own patience and perseverance muscles, and that amazing things are ahead for you. I'm here to support you on that journey. As always, if you know someone who you think could benefit from hearing this message, feel free to send them the link. You can get sharing buttons easily over at healthymovingpodcast.com. And I so appreciate your feedback on the show. Head over to healthymoving.com/iTunes to get the simple instructions to subscribe, rate, and review the Healthy Moving Podcast over in iTunes. Thank you so much for doing that and for listening. Until next time, friends, keep moving.